We're just about ready to start. If you want to start taking your seats, I know most of you have by now had a chance to meet Ms. Burkhart, but we'll get into a little bit more of her background for those of you who haven't had a chance yet. So again, thank you everyone for joining us here at Texas Community Bank. Again, we want to thank Ms. Sylvia Owens from Texas Community Bank for allowing us this beautiful space full of historical relics with the stained glass. So Ms. Burkhart, this is a perfect place to introduce you to Del Rio. We talked about the wool and mohair history, San Felipe Springs, our relationship with Laughlin Air Force Base, and the winery, among many other things. So quick little intro to Del Rio just on the rose glass itself. So want to remind everyone, we will have an opportunity for everyone who has not yet spoken to Ms. Burkhart after our intros to go out there and kind of get to know her, introduce yourself, what organization you're with. So we're really excited for all you guys to be here. So again, it's my great privilege to introduce Ms. Burkhart, who is our new city manager. Ms. Burkhart brings over 22 years of experience in municipal government, serving in leadership positions in various cities, including most recently Bay City, Converse, and Jacksboro. Most recently, as city manager of Bay City, she oversaw a critical infrastructure project totaling $52 million in Texas Water Development Boards. Her ability to straighten city resources has led complex projects in something that we as a city will greatly benefit from. In addition to managing financial operations, Ms. Burkhart has successfully led multiple departments, including public works, police, fire, code enforcement, finance, to ensure efficient and effective city operations. Her accomplishment in economic development include expanding housing opportunities through innovative funding mechanisms like TERS and PIDs, and she's garnered millions in grant funding to support citywide improvements. In one of her previous communities, for example, she secured a $12.55 million in USDA funding to ensure adequate water resources for the next 50 years. This kind of forward-thinking leadership is exactly what makes her an asset to our community. But beyond the numbers and projects, what truly stands out about Ms. Burkhart is her commitment to ethical management and empowering city employees. She understands the success of any city lies within its people, and she's consistently worked towards building strong relationships and fostering cross-collaborative departments in support of professional development for her city staff. Her collaborative spirit and focus on long-term planning have earned her a reputation as a dynamic leader who listens, communicates effectively, and isn't afraid to tackle tough challenges. As we look forward to the future of Del Rio, I know that her vision, strategic expertise, and passion for public service will guide us towards new opportunities. I encourage you to take an opportunity tonight to get to know Ms. Burkhart, learn more about her plans for our city, and begin building those relationships that will foster the future of Del Rio. Without further ado, please join me in giving Ms. Burkhart a warm Del Rio welcome. Big round of applause.
Well, I'm going to move this. Is that okay? I'm afraid I'll drop it. I want to take the opportunity to thank you all for coming out tonight. Certainly, this is your evening, and I don't want to make it very long. So let me just share with you some of the things that I hope to do while here in Del Rio, and I hope that's a long time, because I'm buying a home. So we're going to firmly plant ourselves, my husband and I, in Del Rio, and in the very near future. My home is now the Ramada, but that will soon change. But we are eager to just get involved in the entire community. As Peter has referenced, my background has been in grant writing first, for the first 5 years of my career, and in the last 22 years of my career has been using that grant writing knowledge, working for different institutions and cities, but most recently working for cities and working in public administration. So my experience has most recently come from Bay City. I was the city manager in Bay City for 4 years, and before that, I've worked for the cities of Lamesa and Jacksboro around the state, even Castroville for a short time. If you all have traveled to San Antonio, you've traveled through Castroville. So I just want you to know that through all these experiences, I try to bring to the table an open mind. My door is always open to the citizens. Please come see me. We'd love to hear from you. And we can try to incorporate all your ideas. There may be times that we have to budget for it, but we certainly want to accomplish what you want. We serve you. You are who we serve. It's the taxpayers' money, and we want you to know that you guide us in this process. So with saying all that, I just want you to know I believe in the employees of the city, and I believe in good ethical management. I believe in empowering employees to do their job and facilitating their efforts. I am simply a generalist. They are the specialists. So we want to facilitate their efforts and try to accomplish the goals that the City Council has set out before us. With that said, I bring to the table some background of budgeting and public works, finance. I'm not an accountant, just let me be clear. But the most difficult thing that we are embracing in the next 6 months is just simply creating a baseline that everybody can work from. What is that baseline? That's a financial baseline by which we can make decisions, good decisions, and that the city and staff can recommend to City Council. I believe that we need to do our due diligence in giving the best information possible to City Council. They are the ones making decisions on our behalf, and we want to give them the most up-to-date information possible. So we will be working tirelessly in the next 6 months to achieve that, and at that point, I will be up to speed on all the projects. I'm sure I'll be involved in projects starting immediately, such as I-27 and Ports to Plains and economic development, all of those fun projects. But we must establish that baseline. So that is what I have planned for the first 6 months, but also in that first 6 months, I want to meet you. I want to know the movers and shakers in town, and you are the movers and shakers in town. You actually are the ones who are sharing with the city your vision, and we appreciate that. So please feel free to contact me anytime you have a desire to see something done, and we'll see if we can accomplish that. I don't know if there's any more, but I certainly will give the floor over to the mayor. I really want you to know I'm eager to start with the city, and I hope to be here for a very long time. Thank you. Thanks for coming.
Good evening. How's everybody doing tonight? Well, I'm going to tell you, 9 months ago, the city council went on a mission on trying to find our city manager. And there were about 9 to 12 candidates, and we got it down to 6. The council did their job. We interviewed 4 or 5, got it down to the last 3, and it was one of the toughest decisions because as long as I've been involved with the school, the hospital, and the city, the caliber and the quality of the individuals that applied for the city were superior. I think it was hard on the council to make our decision on one, but we came together as a group of 7 to make a decision to get that person that has the vision of Del Rio in their mind. This individual wowed us when she said, I don't want to get to the no, I want to get to the yes. And this is something that I think with her experience in every city that she's been and everything that she's done, she's accomplished. She's only been here a week, and I guarantee you, even the employees at City Hall have seen the difference. And I'm not shaking Mr. Chavez. He did a tremendous job for 9 months. I'm not throwing anything on John Sheedy. Every city manager's been there, done their due diligence of what they brought into the table. But with the experience that we have now, I think we're going to go a little higher on the level of accountability at City Hall and accountability to everything that we do in our city. As you notice, she's very modest. She didn't want to tell you everything that she wants to accomplish in the city, but her goals are pretty heavy, pretty high. But as modest as she is, she just wants to let everybody know, including the citizens and the employees of the city, that her door is open 24/7. And this is where I think communication starts. It starts from our city manager and the mayor and the council and the employees. There's a lot of things that this city can accomplish. And it's not, I go back. It doesn't mean we didn't have it, but we have to start from the top and work it down. And accountability is a word that a lot of you that have gone to citizens' comments have mentioned. We need accountability on this and that. And I think this is where we have this experience with her that, I don't know how y'all feel, but if women can shake and rattle and put a house together, I think our city manager being, and I'm not a feminist but I think women can really put things together in our city. And I remember Frances Rodriguez. She was one of the toughest city managers, but she was getting things done. And I think this is where Shauna comes into play. I am beyond, I can really tell you, my last year and a half at City, I knew we were heading in the right direction, but there was still a little piece here, there, a piece there, they needed to be put together. And I applaud Shauna for applying for the position. Now the city is on her shoulders, along with the council, Mr. Chavez, and every administrator out there. One of the things that she brought to me, and the first day she's there is, Mayor, your employees are beyond. There are all of them. I can't speak for any one person that says you got great employees. It's just blending them together for the purpose of the growth in our community. So I tell you what, this lady, she's gonna bring some changes in this community. And there's gonna be positive. All I ask from everybody within the city is to have patience. Because Rome was not built in a month, okay? Rome cannot change in a week. But if she has a vision and a goal, let's support her. And I go up to the critics out there, they're always blending in the negativity. Let's start blending in the positivity of what we can do as a city, what we can do as a county, what we can do as a school, and move everything forward. I go back. I think we can do a lot if we just put the positive in our community. There's a lot of positives out there. Today was 2 groundbreakings. It was awesome on our San Felipe area, and it's a continuation of that. Now, there is some things that we're gonna, tie in our belt for a year or so, and try to correct things. One of the things that you all saw in her resume, water. Water is a critical thing that we have to work in our community, and she brings in that experience. And I think that's one of the key factors. The other one that really highlight her experiences. She also found money for our police and fire. And that's another thing that she's going to take it on. And I am more than, I put my 110 on her that she's going to find the solutions to whatever we have at City Hall. And it doesn't mean City Hall is bad. It isn't. But we just got to correct some measures to put things back into perspective. And one of the deal is the citizens of the Rio are the ones that are requiring us to do this. So I am, like I said, over words. I since the day I met her and she took over, I think the first day I asked her, did you sign the contract? No, not yet. Well, why not? You know, well, I'm still, Mayor, I haven't met with the attorney and I haven't met with Mr. Garcia. I said, go, Mr. Garcia, and sign that contract right away. I don't want you to back out on me. So, but she's here, and all I ask is to give her your support, back her up. If decisions are made within the city, I think she's gonna follow the advice that I gave my son: look, listen, and then act. And I think she is one of those, because I've seen her look at things, I've seen her listen, and I've seen her act to a lot of things that she needs to act to. And like I said, the first day she got in, she took it and she ran with it. And I don't see her stopping. A couple of days ago, or was it Sunday? She went to Mexico, guys. She enjoyed the 16 de septiembre in Acuña, and that is showing partnership with our sister city. They were very impressed with her. I got calls from the mayor from Acuña, Charro, and everybody. They were super impressed with her. And this is something that I think even the partnerships across the border will support us and help us. But I go back, I am blessed, and the city is blessed to have this lady here with us, Shauna Burkhart, and I think she's got a lot of spark and a lot of things that is going to move our city forward. Anybody have any questions for her? She'll be glad to answer. Or if you guys want to kind of mingle around with her, she if you think I'm a talker, she can talk. She can really talk. I know I have Councilwoman Gutierrez. Councilwoman Gutierrez, would you like to say some words? Or I know Councilman Lopez is here. DeRuz. Hey, Mayor Pro Tem, you got to come up here, man. You already skipped on twice on me today. Go ahead and start with Carmen Gutierrez, Councilman.
Thank you. Again, on behalf of the city, thank you all so much for being here. I was hoping we'd have a bigger turnout, and hopefully as soon as everyone gets to know Ms. Shauna, you will realize how important she's going to play, the role she's going to play in our community. I thank you for taking this job. It is a big job. I thank Mr. Chavez for holding on the keys to our city and guiding us along for the last 6 months. I know I've only been there 3 months this month, everybody, and I'm very happy. Yeah, and more to come of my self-imposed sentence. I'm very glad about that. But I also want to recognize, the past leadership. I know former Councilwoman Alejandra Falcon Calderon is here, and it was very gratifying to be part of the ribbon cutting and the groundbreaking today, because today she got to see the fruits of the efforts of what she wanted to do for District 3 San Felipe. But more than that, it was for the entire community. Yes, it's in San Felipe, but the investment is in our community, and we should all be very proud of that. And I only hope, and I'm sure the rest of us on City Council, to do as good and continue to look forward to helping our community grow, in quality of life issues, as well as the urgent things such as water, streets, infrastructure, and everything else that goes along with it. I am Carmen Gutierrez, your Councilwoman at Large, and I'm here to serve you. Thank you very much.
Well, this is my first time in the process of hiring a city manager. So I'm learning the process. It was very hard. As the mayor said, we had a lot of applicants. We had a lot of qualified applicants. When we narrowed it down to the last 3, Believe me, they were all like back to back. There's no way of decision to say which one's better or not. They're all the same quality of experience and knowledge of running the city as a city manager. So I applaud her for taking this job. And like you says, hopefully she's here. She knows. She wants to progress. She wants to develop. She wants to make a good quality of life in Del Rio. She's here for the long haul. I think that's what she said. And like I said, her door is always open. No doors are closed in her department. Her doors are always open to come to her and let her see the needs of the citizens, the quality of life, the parks, the breaking of developments, all new businesses. Like I said, this is all that comes to Del Rio within time. Everything's a process, it takes time. But I'm appreciative that we finally got a city manager, and thank you for Mr. Chavez who's taking the lead for until we, got those positions filled. There's still other positions to be filled. So I hope we can get some applicants for these key positions to help her keep on doing the job as far as administrating everybody and doing the job and making it easy on her and for the city. But thank you very much, ma'am.
All right. Always.
I
But-
gotta warm him up, okay?
Oh, no, I'm always ready. I'm not going to repeat everything that was said. Also, I'm the last person between us and snacks, so faster and funnier, right? So, welcome to the city.